Welcome to Quilt Addicts Anonymous. I'm Stephanie Soebbing, and the long-awaited day is here. Tula Pink Everglow has arrived. We have fat quarter bundles of the entire line, plus the coordinating stripes and dots. And we also got some of it on yardage, and we have some of the backings. We'll show them to you later in the video. They didn't ship us 3, but they shipped us 3 others. And then we also got a classic Tula Pink fabric that works great for background. So if you're ever wondering what am I supposed to do with this for the background, we've got an option for you there. So first I'm going to show you the fabrics that we got in as yardage. We also are going to have half yard and 1 yard bundles of this. So if you just want to get all of these in larger quantities, you can just do that, and that will help you out. So you don't have to add them all to your cart individually. But also know that there's yardage available if you need more or you're planning it for a larger space. So we're going to start off with Good Hair Day. This is the lion's mane that's surrounded by a plume of flowers, and it is in a nice green teal colorway, but of course Tula can't just have one color. So we have lots of her traditional pinks and yellows in here as well. It really helps it pop. I suppose I should explain for those of you who are not obsessively following Tula Pink. Everglow is a big deal because for the first time she's using neon color. So it's specially printed. They did some really cool things with it. So while Tula is normally known for her bright rainbows, this one really takes cake, which is why I went and got myself a neon jacket to go with today's video. So this is the neon green stripe, and it's bright, folks. It's bright, but it also is going to really work really well with the coordinating colors to go with it. Well, hippos can be pretty mean in real life. You would be hard pressed to tell that from this one here. We've got some birds standing on them. We've got butterflies perched on their nose, and we can see the shadow of them swimming with the fishies below the water's line. It's really cute. It's really fun. And so this is her more teal colorway. And then this is our neon teal stripe. Now to me, this is one of the showstopper prints. This elephant is absolutely gorgeous. It's in Tula's standard, you look at it, and the more you look at it, the more you see. We have our elephant with purple tusks, and there's flowers all over it. And then of course it's in the middle of this field of irises. It's absolutely gorgeous. This one is more on the blue purple color scheme, but of course there's lots of that hot citron in there, as well as some pinks and oranges. So it's really, really pretty. It actually coordinates well with my look today. Now here we have our neon blue stripe. Now we're kind of moving into our purple magentas, and we have all of these giraffes just peeking out and looking out behind these leaves. And the leaves really coordinate with the colors beautifully with those neon greens and oranges and pinks. It just is absolutely gorgeous. And even within each giraffe, we have 3 different kinds of purple. We have a darker shadow, and then we have a middle, and then finally the lighter on one side. Absolutely gorgeous. Totally amazing. Here's kind of our purpley magenta stripe. Here's that elephant print again, this time in more of a pink colorway. You can really tell the neon in this one. The flowers popping against the gray of the elephant is just absolutely gorgeous, as well as throughout all of the irises, and then the green just snaking through. It's so, so pretty. All right, so here is our neon pink stripe. So here is our hippo print in that neon pink again, but we're also starting to introduce some neon orange. And here is that neon orange stripe. Now here is our Good Hair Day again, this time in a very neon orange color palette. But we're getting, again, a little bit more yellow, so we're getting to the end of our rainbow. Here is our neon orange stripe, and whatever they've done to create this really bright neon does make the fabric a tad bit stiffer. I think it'll still be great to work with, but just so you know, it feels a little bit different than the regular prints over here. Here are giraffes in a neon yellow. And lastly, we got the stripes in a neon yellow. So that is what we have purchased on yardage for our shop. So we have all of the animals and all of the stripes. We didn't get any of the dots on yardage. So if you want to get that, make sure you grab a fat quarter bundle. But if you want the stripes and the animals, you can get that as a half yard or 1 yard bundle or individually on yardage. I also picked up a couple of bolts of fairy dust in the white. So that way we can have it for a really great background. I mean, just look at how all of these rainbow of colors looks great with this collection. Really any Tula Pink collection. So go grab yourself 3-4 yards of this. If you're making a good lap size quilt, you will be good, you'll be set, you'll be able to have something gorgeous with this. We're going to have to zoom in on this one. This is Fairy Flakes in Snowfall XL. This is 108-inch wide back, and it's printed with the white on white for Tula's classic bird, and then there's some dots and stars and stuff in it as well. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful, and it would give you the appearance of that white back with a little bit something extra. Most laps, you can get away with 2 yards of backing fabric to do the entire quilt. Same for twins. If you're doing a king or queen, 3 yards is usually enough. So basically you could have a quilt up to 62 inches wide with 2 yards of fabric, and you can have it up to 98 inches wide with 3 yards of fabric. So you can fit a lot of quilts in that. This is also Free Fall and Whisper. It has a little bit of a gray undertone to it. It kind of looks white depending on how you're looking at it, but now that I have it out here and rolled out like this, definitely looks gray. This is the same type of bird that we see on the other one. It is larger in the white on white print, but again, nice big rainbow, so it'll definitely work with this collection. Here I've got this side by side now with the white. You can tell it's not the same color. Definitely has that gray undertone to it, but it really reads as a very light background. Here is Fairy Dust again, this time in Cotton Candy. So this one has a little bit of an ivory undertone to it. So if you are going more for less of a white look, this is definitely one that can work for you. All right, lots of great Tula fabrics here today. Remember, we have fat quarter bundles of the entire line, including all of the animals, the stripes, and the dots. We have half yard and yard bundles of just the animals and the stripes. And we also have yardage of all of those. We have fabric that's great for background plus backings. 2 or 3 yards will do you depending on what size quilt you're going for. Lots of great Tula. It never lasts very long when we have Tula, especially one that's been as anticipated as Everglow. So make sure you grab that as soon as possible to get the best selection.